Hi guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, I'm busting out these videos this afternoon. Okay, I made this video once already, and calling myself trying to edit, I erased the damn thing yesterday. So anyway, I had fun doing it anyway, so we're going to do this video again. Plus, I wanted to work on this again. So, what we're doing today is I wanted to do just a light project. I didn't want to get into, you guys know I like to do a lot of projects that take me like a week or several days. So, like, even my art journal pages, you know, sometimes they can be really intense. And I didn't want to be intense. I wanted to do something light, something fun. Well, it's always fun, but I wanted to do something that's light and didn't take a long time. Just something to get my mind off this coronavirus, which I'm sure you guys are all stressing about also. I've had trouble sleeping. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had trouble sleeping. So I just wanted to do something that's light. Okay. So I wanted to make some Tim Holtz inspired collage paper. Because don't we all love Tim Holtz collage paper? So I wanted to make some inspired like his. So look at this. I think this is how we're going to create this right now. Isn't this cool? This is done on pattern paper. Yes, ma'am. With a bunch of cool stamps. So we're going to do that. I did another one on pink paper. So it's more, this is more vintage. This is more shabby chic. I did it on pink paper and black ink. Doesn't that look fabulous? It looks like I bought it, doesn't it, you guys? Love it. And then, so those are the two we're going to create today. But I also, and then look, I pulled a bunch of stamps. Look at this. Isn't this yummy? Look at all those wooden stamps I pulled. Now, it looks like I spent a fortune in stamps. I didn't. You guys, these are all those, not all, I bought a ton of them. Those stamps that were 75% off. Not this last time, but the year before. Because this year they didn't have a lot of stamps 75% off. But the year before that, they had a whole wall of stamps. And I took great advantage of that clearance. You bought like $10 stamps for like $2. It was fabulous. Okay, but also other stuff that you can make this collage paper out of. This is a paper towel that I put tea bags on when I'm making tea or coffee, and look how fabulous this is. And I did a little stamping on it already. Okay, and here's a bunch of that, and I just always save all of my when I take tea bags, whether it's hibiscus tea, which gives you the red, or whether it's regular tea bags or my chai tea, I always save these because I want to also make some collage paper out of that. This is deli paper. You can get this at Sam's Club. You can get boxes of it, like where they have like the plastic wrap and stuff. More deli paper. You could do it to napkins, like especially if it's like a white or pink napkin. So anyway, I just want to show you. I'm not gonna be able to get to this stuff, but I do want to eventually make that into collage paper also. Okay. And what's nice about stuff like this, the stuff I've shown you, when you lay it down, you can see the layers beneath it. So when you're doing your layers for your background, that really adds magic. To be able to use a napkin, lay this over it so you still see the napkin below that. You see the collage bits below that. And that really adds the depth of the magic when you're collaging. Okay, so this is folded in half. The other side, let's turn it over. And we're going to start creating this on the other side. Okay? I already started on this side. I stamped a few things. It was left over from this side. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with the brown. We're going to use brown archival ink, and black. This brown is called sepia. You guys get this in your life. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this sepia color. Okay, so let's start with some stamps. Okay, my favorite stamp, my favorite stamp is this script stamp. So we're going to start out with some of that, okay? And on this vintage page, we're going to add black and brown. But we're going to start out with the brown first. And this is just, did I say this is pattern paper? This is just pattern paper, you guys. And out of all the papers I've used so far, I like how the pattern paper looks the most. Because for one, I already have a head start because it's pattern paper. So I already have whatever from the pattern is on here. It's the color I love. All beigey. And yeah, obsessed. So our next project, we will definitely be using some of this Tim Holtz inspired collage paper. Doesn't that sound good? Okay. And hopefully, wait, you know what, you guys, let me see so you guys can see. All right. What I have to do is when I come down here, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll work here, then I'll bring this down like that. So I'll just keep moving this. I can't keep moving the camera. Okay, so what we'll do is I like to just finish out my stamp, get all the ink off. Okay, done with that one for right now. This is another stamp I love. This is a postage stamp. Look how fabulous that is. Love me a postage stamp. And when I do this, I like to go over some of the script writing right over with the postage stamp and kind of mix the two together. I think that looks really cool. Okay. And are we looking for stamping that's very even and perfect? Absolutely not. When do I ever make something with perfect stamping? Never. I always want it to look a little disheveled, faded here and there, half stamped. Perfect. That's what I like. Everything I make is very shabby, very vintage, shabby, steampunky, imperfect, perfectly imperfect. So I'm sure some people are like, your stuff looks like a damn mess. And you know what? If someone told me your stuff looks like a mess, I'll be like, thank you. That's a compliment to me. Okay, here's another postage stamp. I love anything with postage and script writing and all of that. I just think that is so, I just love it. You can hear the excitement in my voice. I just get happy about that kind of stuff. Ooh, very pretty. And we're going right over, covering a little bit of some of the other stuff that we've already done. Filling in those spots in between. Let me move my coffee cup out of the way. Okay. Making sure I'm still in frame. You guys, if I get a frame for just a second, don't hate me, please. I'm doing my best to stay in frame. I'm working with a really long piece of tissue paper, so it's not that easy to stay in frame. Okay. And just gonna keep hitting this until I just clean off my stamp on here. Okay, look how we're looking. Fabulous, I love it. Okay, next, I also have some Bo Bunny stamps. Look at these. Let me see, aren't those fabulous? They're very vintage looking, and this is another script stamp. Another Bo Bunny script stamp right there. It's all kinds of, it's hard to see, but it's all kinds of like news script and stuff. Anyway, it's a script stamp. I'm gonna put it on a block. We're gonna use this one. I already took, see this says right here, this says vintage. Look how cool, this is a Tim Holtz stamp. And I did it already here, so. Well, you know what, let's just take this really quick. And I already did it in black, and that was from the other side. Let me do it in brown before I take it off of the stamp block. Because I think it's gonna look really cool. Yeah, it looks really cool in brown. Cool. Let me just do it one more time in brown. Fabulous. Let me see if I need to take any more off of this stamp. Okay, so let's take this stamp off of here. All right, we're gonna put this script stamp on, and it's not just, you know what, let me see if I can show you guys. There we go. There it is. And it's not just script, it's like newsprint. Isn't that cool? That's what I needed to get out. And let me show you this one. The other one. Where's the other one at? It shows up so much better if I just use a white piece of paper. Let's see if I can do it like this. Look at that one. Isn't that cool? It's just a lot of, yeah, absolutely love it. Okay. And those are Bo Bunny. Those stamps are Bo Bunny stamps. I got like, I don't know, 7 or 8 of those. Does this kind of fit on here? I got like 7 or 8 of those, and for like $11 on HSN. I was checking my Yahoo account just for like messages for my email, and whenever I do that, QVC knows exactly what I like. They pop up on the side. They pop up advertisements with these great clearances. They make me so mad. They know exactly what I like. And I don't even know when I approved that. Did I approve that to say I want advertisements from them? How they even know I mean, I don't even know how that works. But anyway, they be working on me. Okay, so we're going to use this right here. Love it. Okay. And we're just going to go for it. Perfect. And it's nothing, you know what, maybe I should do this in black. You know, I'm gonna do some of this in black because the writing is so fine on here, you're not gonna see it unless it's in black. And I told you I want to do black and brown, right? Yeah, perfect. So we'll do some of this right over here. Cool. Love it. Very cool. Okay. And what I think I'm going to do to get that blocking out of it, don't worry, I'm going to stamp over this anyway so it won't look so blocked. But so it doesn't look blocked right away, I'm going to like only stamp like half a stamp like this. Cool. That looks really good. And let's like come to the top of here and only like stamp half of it. There we go. Very cool. Love it. Okay. All right. Just wanted to finish that off. Is there anything else on here that I want to do? Yeah. Let's do this. This is a cool stamp right here. So right there. So in black again, I'm going to do some of this. Cool. And let's put some of this right here at the bottom. Very cool. We'll do one more right there. And all that's about is just layering stamp after stamp after stamp after stamp after stamp. Oh, that looks really cool. Love it. And we can just take this and just make sure we get all of the stuff off of here. Okay, fabulous. All right. So I did that on that one. We'll put these Bo Bunny stamps away. Let me see what I have under there. That's those. Okay. Let me put that away. Hope I don't have an avalanche. Okay, next. I have some stamps I just absolutely love. Well, let's do this. Look at this one. Isn't that so Tim Holtz? It's not a Tim Holtz stamp, but it looks very Tim Holtz. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. We'll do some in brown and some in black. If you want, you could do all your brown first and then do black on top, or you can mix it and kind of do both at the same time, which is kind of what I'm doing. Love it. And I think it's beautiful just to go right over things, do it at an angle. I just did it in black right there. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go right over it again and do it right over it, do it in brown. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Love it. Let's go to the end over here, and right here we'll do a brown. Cool. And then let me switch off and let's do this in some black. Love it. So cool. Okay. Very cool. No, I want to go with this one more time. Well, no, I'm not going to use that one again. I have another one. Here's another one. Look at this heart. Isn't this gorgeous? Very Tim Holtz again. This was like a $10 stamp I got for $2.25. This one I got at Joann's for $3, and it was like a $10 stamp. But look how cool that is. And this isn't Tim Holtz, is it? Nope, but it looks Tim Holtzy. A heart with all the gears. Oh, love it. Okay. Cool. And then let's do a couple of these in black. Maybe right next to the one I did in brown, do it in black. Yeah, cool. Fab. And we'll do one more over here in black. Cool. Okay, now another thing I want to do is I want to start using some of my smaller stamps. Okay, like I have this stamp right here. Let me make sure you guys are still there. Yes, you are. Very good. I have this stamp right here. It's a clock. This is a Tim Holtz stamp that I got a long time ago. And I wish I knew how much I was going to love them, because I would have doubled or tripled up on these stamps. Because once this goes, I also have this other stamp. You can barely see what it is, but it's like a spool. It's also Tim Holtz. Isn't this cool? Look how old. It looks old, doesn't it? Like I've had it for like years, like since 1917. Anyway, I love it. It's like a little spool stamp. I've had it forever. I absolutely love it. Also, that one stamp right here that says vintage, that's also a Tim Holtz stamp from a long time ago. I think all this stuff came in one pack. I want to look into getting some Tim Holtz stamps, because this year when I saw the it's not CHA anymore, it's called Creativations. It's where they show off their new stuff for the year. It's their show that they show all their new stuff. And a lot of people who go to the show do videos, and you guys have probably seen the videos, and they show all the new stuff, and they show Tim Holtz showing off all of his stuff, doing all kinds of demos and stuff like that. It's really cool. Well, he had some really cool stamps out this year, and I'd love to get my hands on some of his stamps this year. I mean, every year he has cool stuff. I just really like the stamps, and they go really good with the kind of stuff I'm doing right here. Okay, so we did those clocks everywhere. I'd like to do a few more of those clock faces with the black. I just did them in brown. Let's do some in black. And then I'll just finish off just stamping a little everywhere just to see how how beautiful it starts looking. You just keep building it up, and it just gets more beautiful as you build it up. When you first start doing it, you kind of look at it going, does that gonna look right? But as you keep building it up, it looks beautiful. Okay. Now this is that spool I was telling you about. Now what I like to do when I don't have these are really old, so they lost their stickiness a long time ago. So I just take a glue stick and just use some of my glue stick on the back of here. And it glues it down enough that I can just use it as a little stickiness to hold my stamp. And because you're gluing it onto something else that's plastic, it's not going to be permanent, so it'll come right off. So, perfect. Okay, so let's start out with, you know what, just a second. I need to get rid of, just a minute. I got too much going on. Like normal. These can go. All right, if I get rid of that, I'll have room. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start out with brown with that spool stamp. We'll put it right there. This is one of my all-time favorite stamps. You know another stamp I have? It's really small. It's buttons. It's a button stamp. And it's so small, I can't find the damn thing. I'm so mad. I'm like, what did I do with it? And I know I put it somewhere so I could find it. I'm famous for that. Absolutely famous for that. I organize myself. I organize so much that I organize myself right into a mess. Do you ever call yourself organizing and then you organize yourself right into a mess and you can't even find what the heck you organized? That's called having too much crap, probably. That's probably exactly what that's called. Even doing it like halfway off the page can look really cool. It looks like a different stamp when it's done halfway off the page. Okay, so I just want to finish it off. I'm going to do it in black a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to go right next to the brown ones and just do a black right next to it. I think that looks really cool. Let's do some half ones down here at the bottom. Go right there with the clock. Do some halfies off the page. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. And then I'm just going to just finish off the stamp. Okay. To get all the ink off. So I think that's it. You know, there's so many more stamps I want to show you guys. Look at this one. This is a calligraphy nib. This is a Stampin' Up! Stamp. This all came in one pack. And I bought these at a garage sale. That was like a crafter's garage sale. And it was at a craft store. Very interesting. Look at that stamp. And then look at this stamp. Isn't that fabulous? They're so small. We'll add these on. We can add them on. We'll add them on in brown so they're not too obvious. Okay, because we got enough obviousness here, I think. Actually, there needs to be some more black right here. All right, we'll take this this stamp here and add a little more black over here. Because we're actually need a little more black. Okay. Just to level off the blackness over there. The blackness. What the hell am I saying? Okay. Now I'm going to use the sepia with that same stamp. Let's do it in some brown. That can go anywhere. Because the brown matches the pattern paper. That can pretty much go anywhere. So. Okay, let's just finish off the stamp. Beautiful. Okay, let's use that calligraphy nib. Let's use that. We'll use that in brown. And just put that here in places. You guys, I've learned how to do calligraphy, and I've mentioned it a couple times. If you want to see like how you load a cartridge-filled calligraphy pen, and I can show you some samples of how I do calligraphy. I've gotten to the point where I can actually like do sentences, and I could do titles, and I could do a quote, all in calligraphy. And there's different styles of calligraphy. I learned a style. I don't even know what the name of the style is called, but I've been working on it for like a year. So at night I try to do a little calligraphy every night before I go to bed. And so it took me a whole year to get this this one style, not perfectly down, but decent at it. Not perfect, but decent. Okay, here's another cool stamp right here, and I think I'm gonna do it in black. Looking at the balance of color and things on here and just seeing where this needs to go. Very cool. Love it. So let me show you guys up close just a second. I thought I heard somebody right outside my house. Oh, I did. It was FedEx truck. Okay. Okay, look how cool that turned out. I'll bring it up to you guys. Let me fold it in half so I can hold on to it. Doesn't that look so Tim Holtz? Oh, I love it. Turn it over. Isn't that so cool? This would even be cool to take it, some pattern paper like this, and use it as gift wrap. But no, I will use this as some Tim Holtz inspired collage paper. So now we have an entire sheet of it, because I did the back and the front, see, of this pattern paper. So there's that, and there is that. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, so excited. I have some really beautiful collage paper to work with for my backgrounds. So we will do a project soon with this and this next one that we're going to create. So let's go on now to the pink one. This looks very shabby chic and very vintage. So we're going to create this one. And this one we're only going to use black. Okay? Let's get started. Okay. Let's go ahead and start out with the script stamp. Shocker there. I know some people are like, oh, that's a shocker, Angela. I use a script stamp on everything. Okay. What is that? Okay, so we're going to use our script stamp. There it is. And on this one, we're only going to use black, because I think on the pink paper, the black and the pink looks really good together. I think it looks so Chanel. You guys ever seen that story about Chanel? There's a couple of different ones, but the one that's good is with Shirley MacLaine, who plays her. It's so good. You have to see it if you haven't seen it. It talks about her life. She was an orphan, you guys, and she became Chanel. Chanel was an orphan. Yeah, she had parents, but her mother got sick, and her father just could not handle it after her mother got sick, and gave her and her sister up to an orphanage. And it was so sad. He always said he was going to come back for her. So every day she went and looked for him at the orphanage, and then they'd go in town, she'd always look for him. She'd always think she saw him, but she didn't. It was so sad. But it made her stronger, and made her a really strong person, a really independent person. And at a time when women didn't do their own thing, or weren't encouraged to have their own thoughts and their own ways, she didn't live by those rules at all. She lived more like how we live today in those times. And that upbringing, you know, is what made her who she was. It's just, oh, it's such a good movie. It's so inspiring. You guys have to see it if you haven't seen it. It's Chanel, and it's the one with Shirley MacLaine who plays Chanel. So, and her name was Coco. Well, I think everyone, isn't that what her perfume's called? Coco Chanel? Yeah, Coco. And it talks about her lover, and she was going to end up marrying him, and it's just so good. You'll understand why there's a little black dress. She's the one who created the little black dress, and you'll see why she created the little black dress. So, I mean, have you guys all heard that, you know, in every wardrobe, a woman should have a little black dress? Well, it's not just because a little black dress is perfect for any occasion. There was a specific reason why she had created the little black dress. So, you'll have to check out the movie. You'll love it. It's so good. Okay. So, I used this script stamp. Or not script. This postage stamp. Now I'm going to use the other postage stamp. Look, I've used it so much that I don't even have the thing on there anymore. But that's what it looks like. What you guys saw from the other side. Love this. Okay. And then let me just kind of finish off this stamp. Okay, we got it finished off. I'm going to right now, I already have a couple of Eiffel Towers, but we're going to make some really ones that are really, that really stand out. So there's this stamp here. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, just love this stamp. I know I didn't pay full price for it. It says $15 on here. I don't know where I got this from. What does this say? Oh, I know where I got this from. I got this from a thing called Las Vegas Stamps. And it's really close to the Strip here in Las Vegas. I never even thought about it. That store has been had to close down. How sad. It's a store full of stamps. And they're fabulous. So, that's where I got this stamp. Viva Las Vegas Stamps, something like that. So you come here to Vegas, once the Strip opens back up, and hopefully that store opens back up, you have to check out Viva Las Vegas Stamps. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And in January, at least she used to, she would have, I think, half off all the stamps, or 60, somewhere between 50 or 60% off all the stamps in the store. And she'll have it for like 3 weeks. I don't know if she still has that or not, because I haven't gone for a couple of years, but she used to. Okay, I need to put that right there. Okay, so let's put this one over here. Let's go straight up. Oh, I love this. This looks so Parisian. Putting this Eiffel Tower like this. Love it. And I feel like another one needs to go right there. Okay. For the balance of this tissue paper. Perfect. And then a half of one right here. Perfect. And a half of one down here. Very cool. Love it. Okay. Put that stamp down. People always say that they like stamps like this better, you know, because you can store them easier. But you guys, I love a block stamp. I absolutely love a block stamp. Okay, this is another stamp that's gorgeous. Look at these pin nibs. Aren't those fabulous? Look at this. I love this. Look at that. It's a tassel. Okay, so we're going to do that stamp here. I need a stamp block. There we go. This one still has the stickiness. What do you know? All right, what's the time situation? I haven't been paying attention. I don't know. Okay. So let's... And you guys, I don't want to have to flip my videos. I already have to, you know, combine all. I have to already clip all these videos together. So I'll turn my stamping around, let you guys see it at the end here on both of them. Oh, look how cool this looks. Oh, I just love it. So cool. Okay. Very pretty. Okay, so let's just put this one right here. And we all love a tassel, don't we? We all love a tassel. So I'm just going to finish this stamp off. There we go. Let me put this stamp back on here. This is a bunch of cool stamps right here. Every possibility begins with the courage to imagine. That's Tim Holtz. Bless. This is all Tim Holtz. This is not Tim Holtz. This is somebody else. But so are these calligraphy nibs. Aren't those fabulous? I pulled those. I didn't even use them yet. Didn't even use them. You know what? I definitely should have some butterflies on this page. Ooh, there's some stamps here that I need to use. Okay, these are the Bow Bunny ones I was talking about. There's butterflies. And then look at the dress form. The thimble. Okay, I got to use some of this. And these butterflies. Okay. Because this is all very Parisian, very vintage, shabby chic looking, isn't it? Okay. I know, I get a little overexcited. These are the kind of things that make me happy, energize me. Beautiful things, creating with beautiful things. I love it. So, I hope you are inspired to get some stamps out, some ink pads, and some tissue paper. And start making some Tim Holtz inspired collage paper. Or just some collage paper, period. It doesn't have to be Tim Holtz inspired. It can be whatever you want. Okay, so this is the dress form. And I love me a dress form. I just did an altered dress form, and I did it Finnabar style. So if you want, you can check that video out. I'll try to connect that video onto this video. That was really cool. That was really fun to do. I'm going to do another one of those projects pretty soon. But I definitely needed to do some lighthearted art first before I took on another project like that, because that's a very detailed project. Not detailed, but, you know, there's a lot to it. There's a lot going on that project. Okay, so I'm just stamping out this dress form. All right, I need to stop using it. Okay, let me just finish it off. There we go, and clean it up. And put this back. There's also this bicycle, like this old, I want to use that. Isn't that fabulous? That old bike. I don't even think I've used this one yet. I barely just opened this whole stamp pad, this whole set up yesterday, I think, or the day before. Okay, this bike will be fabulous on here. This old, this looks like the type of bike you would ride in Paris, on the streets of Paris or France. Oh, that looks fabulous. Love it. I like to go a little bit over some other things, like put it like on the end of the Eiffel Tower right there. We'll do that right there. We'll do it right there. We'll put the bike down here and we'll put the bike up there. Okay, and then we'll just kind of just finish it off. And when you just finish your stamp off, it just adds to the background. It looks like it's, some stuff is coming up, and then there's things that are just faded into the background. So it gives you a lot of dimension in your work. So keep stamping it out, and then it looks like it's layered, you know, like you got some stuff that's further back and some stuff that's forward. Okay. The other thing I really like here is I like this thimble. It's a really small stamp. Oh, I got another button. Remember I told you I love the little button I had? That's a button right there, that small one. That's really small. Okay, this is, let me see if I have yeah, I have a little small one. Whenever you can collect these little blocks, collect them because you'll need them. So this is a little thimble. So flippin' cute. We're going to stamp that out. Oh my gosh. I love this little thimble. So adorable. And it's so small, you can just put the thimble anywhere. And it's going to look good because it's really little. And that's kind of been my plan with this kind of stuff, is do all the big stuff first. And then take your smaller stamps and just go crazy. Like we could take this thimble and go right here on the side because I don't have too much right there. Okay. So let's put the thimble back. I love thimbles. I collect thimbles. I have a bunch of ceramic thimbles I found like at thrift stores and stuff like that. I love it. Let's do some of this stuff and then we're going to be almost done. We're going to do this stamp here, that postage stamp again. Just here and there. I'm especially doing it right into the script that we did first. And then, of course, right here, we need to do some stuff. There we go. Some solid stuff needs to happen over here. I don't have very much solid there. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, let's do this stamp. Postage stamp. Again, let's start over here. I need some things that are a little more solid over here. There we go. And over here on the side. There we go. And then finish it off. Okay, and then the last one we're going to do is, I love this calligraphy nib. So let's do that. I have to find the stamp. I know where it's at. I have boxes and boxes of stamps. But I have one that's long. That's a stamp that's like this long, and it's a calligraphy pin. Oh, I would have loved to use this on that page. But I'll find it from the next one we do together like this. This won't be our last time. I'll totally do this again. I think the next thing I do is I'm going to bust out my jelly plate and do some jelly print art for backgrounds and finish that off. Okay, so let me turn this around and show you how this looks, and I'll turn the other one around too. Let's cut this in half. Let's do it in half so that you can see how this turned out. Isn't that pretty? I love it. This is going to be so pretty. It's going to be gorgeous when we use it as collage paper. Oh, I can't wait to rip that up and use that in backgrounds. Phenomenal. It's going to be gorgeous. Let me show you the other one that we did. I'll turn that one around because, like I said, I don't want to have to turn these. I don't want to have to flip this video. I'm not in the mood for flipping a video. Which one did we do today? I think this one. Yeah, this side. Doesn't really matter which way we go. Look how fabulous that looks. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, this one does matter, but this one doesn't really matter. I don't really have anything. Everything is every which way. Yeah. Beautiful. So excited. So you guys, I hope I've inspired you to get out some tissue paper, pattern paper, some deli paper, some tea bag dyed paper towels like I've done. These ones. But I just take my tea bags and just lay them on here, or my coffee bags, or whatever I'm doing, and print on those also. And just have a nice relaxing afternoon doing that, and not having to like stress your brain too much, and just be able to kind of, you know, just chill out and relax your brain and kind of escape your worries right now. And a project that you don't have to think too much, you know. I needed something light. I didn't need something that I had to, you know, put a lot of thought process into. But at the same time, I just created something beautiful that I can use in my artwork. So I absolutely love this. I hope I've inspired you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, any comments or questions, leave below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Come join our group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. You can come there, and it doesn't matter what you do, knit, mixed media, paint, art, whatever you do, you can come there and share your artwork with all of us. Everyone's very supportive. And I think that's it on this one. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.